It is about that time, the Black Hills Nationals. We're talking wrestling coming up March 16th and 17th. Frank Pavich joins me again this year. Always good to see you.
Eric, it's always good to be here, and thanks for always having me.
And this is a big event again this year. It's in Spearfish, and you get hundreds of people here.
Yeah, last year, I mean, the numbers, we did a really good demographic of where the people were coming from, and we had 618 wrestlers from 16 different states, and it was fantastic. We really ran a wonderful tournament. It was a World AAU World Folk Style Tournament, which it will be again this year, brought to you by the Black Hills Nationals, which is my brand, basically my tag. I've been running this tournament for nine years, and just a really good opportunity to see some fantastic wrestling and give young kids as well as old.
That's right.
Even guys like you can wrestle in this area.
Are you calling me old? I might be too old.
No, you're not old.
You do have some seniors in there.
Absolutely, you know, and that's one of the most amusing age classes to observe is those seniors, and that's we have two divisions: a senior division, which is 19 to 29, and then we have an open division, masters division, which is 30 and over. We're doing something a little bit different this year. You know, I've been involved in wrestling for a long time, and what I see in the youth ranks, we lose a lot of kids to attrition for whatever reason. So we're trying something different this year. We're making individual age classes. So we're going to have a 6 and under year old age class, and then we're going to go 7-year-olds wrestle 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, so forth and so on. And then we're going to go back to the 13, 14 age division, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then on. So we're just testing the water with this to see, if we what kind of response we get. I went to the national convention, and I really lobbied for this, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I think it is. I think I've been getting a lot of great response on it thus far, and they wrestle the age they are the day of the tournament, which is huge. That doesn't happen in all AAU tournaments.
That's right. So you might have some mismatches there in some of these tournaments.
Yeah, because when you're a young kid, I mean, there's a big, there's a lot of disparity between a young 7-year-old and an old 8-year-old, or whatever the case may be. So we're trying to make the talent level equal out a little more, and we're just going to see how it goes.
Absolutely. Well, it's interesting to me because when we think nationally about wrestling, we think about Iowa first, and then we think about Sturgis locally. But wrestling continues. We've talked about this every year. I think in the past 20 years, it seems like more and more kids are getting involved.
Well, when you start thinking about in the next few years, you better start thinking about Wyoming, because the University of Wyoming is alive and well. I can tell you, I've reffed a lot of their home matches. I've seen them nationally, all over the country. I had the opportunity to ref some other great college teams: Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, University of Northern Iowa. I mean, this area is a hotbed of wrestling. We have some fantastic wrestlers in our state and the surrounding states, and ultimately that's where we want them to try to end up, is in higher education and getting a scholarship for their craft that they've learned in the Pee Wee ranks in high school, and send them on to become productive members of society.
Well, what's cool about it, the sport requires so much discipline, and it's not all about how strong you are, it's how smart you are.
Absolutely. It has nothing to do with strength. Strength's nice to have, but you really have to be a technician out there. You have to be a thinker. You have to really understand leverage, moves. You have to be smart. I mean, you really have to think about 3, 4, 5 moves ahead and put it all together. So it's a total package. It's not just one thing.
Exactly. So. You always recommend people register on the website or through the website, and we can have that graphic up here. It's blackhillsnationals.com. That also has all the other details.
Actually, it's bhnationals.com.
I mean, right. bhnationals.com, like you see on the screen there, and you can register through that. It's actually more convenient for you guys.
Absolutely, and we're having, and what we've done, we've got some local sponsorship through our programs, stuff like that. So we're really trying to make the Black Hills kids come there. We're all the Black Hills kids, and I'm getting with all the clubs and all the high schools. We're reducing their cost, because a lot of these people's parents, a lot of these kids' parents come and help with the tournament and everything. So we're defraying costs, and they'll get all that information to their local wrestling clubs and so forth and so on.
And this is coming up in March, but we need to probably get registered as soon as we can.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of registrations come in. That last 2 weeks, we're just inundated with registrations. So if we can get people on this and registering as quickly as possible, that would be great, because we're putting it on our website. Our T-shirt vendor puts all the names on the back of the T-shirt for all the kids. So we want to just have enough, lead time. This is a big production. This is a huge animal that has been created, and it really, because of the volunteer help, because of our sponsors' help, everything else, it happens. Great place to have it is in the Black Hills. Black Hills State University does a fantastic
And that
job
Young
helping us
Center, yeah.
host it. And the communities in the Black Hills really support it significantly.
And it's a great thing for the economy. We're talking about hundreds of people coming to Spearfish.
Well, I tell you
So
what,
there you go.
that demographic doesn't lie, and it really brought in a lot of economy last year. And for the last 9 years, it has done the same. We've really refined the demographics on it, so we really have a great list of customers that are returning, as well as new people coming in to see the Black Hills. And what I'm finding out, Eric, I always have a wrestling camp in June as well, and we're going to have it probably the 8th or 9th. It's to be determined yet. University of Wyoming is going to do it. Mark Branch, Chris Pendleton are coming up for that. We find a lot of repeat customers that are at the Black Hills National that return in the summertime for whether it's camp or just to come see the Black Hills. Great place to be, and we are all blessed to live here, and I'm glad we're here.
It can be very addicting.
Absolutely,
Which is a
it
good
is.
thing.
It is.
Again, coming up March 16th and 17th, but you can go to bhnationals.com in order to register and find out all the information.
Now I want to see you there.
Yes,
I
I
want
know
to
you
see
do.
you there wrestling.
One of these days, as I told you, I did that in 1 grade in junior high.
I think we need to get you and Modric in a match, and I'll referee it.
That could be interesting. I might need a lot of refereeing. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Thanks.